So the second part of Dia de los Muertos is that we prepare the food. The second part is that we also build altares, or altars. And in my home, as I was growing up, I remember my grandmother would place all the different foods that we cooked on the table along with paruts. And we would also harvest what we call jocotes, which is this fruit that looks this color like the paruts. And we would put them all over the table. And so those are very special ofrendas that we gift in honor of all our ancestors. In indigenous Mayan communities, a lot of us don't place pictures or photos on our altars. And a lot of that has to do because we didn't really grow up with cameras around us. And so not a lot of us have pictures of our grandparents or our ancestors. And actually, for a personal story, I don't have a picture of me when I was a baby. I think the earliest picture of me is when I was about 7. So it's not very common to find photos. So it's a lot more symbolic. What we place on the altar is a lot more as a way to give an ofrenda, a thank you, and a way to still recognize that our ancestors are with us. But the main part, I think, that's at least very unique to my community and maybe to the communities in Guatemala, is that on Dia de los Muertos, the 1st of November, a lot of our communities or the different families, all the foods that we have prepared, we all gather together and we actually go to the cemetery. So we go to the cemetery early on the 1st of November, and everybody brings what they have prepared for that day. And we go to the cemetery and we visit the graves of each of our ancestors and our family members that have passed away. In this ritual, we each go visit our respective family that has passed away. These could be our grandparents and sometimes even brothers and sisters or parents. And then after that, we gather usually at the grave of our great-grandparents or our grandparents, and then we share a meal. So we all share a meal together there at the cemetery. And everybody talks and tells stories about the person that is no longer with us. And more than a sad moment, I think it's a really big celebration of life and of remembering where we came from. And also remembering the people that make us who we are today. A lot of it is also tied to kind of reconciling part of our history, of the hard things that our families have gone through, but also the resilience that they have shown through a lot of the hardships that they had faced in this life. And always hoping that whatever they are resting and fulfilling their dreams and getting to live in a peaceful way. And also it brings them a lot of happiness for them to see that their family here on this earth still remembers them, and that we still honor them, and that we recognize that one day we will be joining them. And hopefully very much in the future, we will be the ones coming back to visit our future generations as well.